have about 5,000 Liberians residing in Guinea entirely.
Okay, that's okay. Now, I mean, do you hold annual conferences? Do you hold large gatherings? And when you hold those gatherings, what do you say about Liberia? Are you concerned about what's going on in the country? How do you get information from back home?
Well, we do hold meeting every second Sunday of the new month, or every month. Every second Sunday we have general meeting of all Liberians, and we have meeting to my area, my shop, my business center, where I am now speaking to you, because we don't have office, okay? So, and then we are so concerned, we are very much concerned about Liberia. That's our home. No matter how we stay here, we are not Guineans. We are strangers in this country. We may be here, or we may have a better standard of life or whatever, but we still have our country in mind, because we must return home one day. Even our children, they are Liberians, and they will always ask us for their origin. So we have Liberia on mind, okay? And we think about Liberia, and whatever we are doing is Liberia. And we get information. We are connected to Liberia by means of like OKFM, the national radio station, the national TV station, Facebook. I mean, what have you,
Okay.
etc.
Okay, I think Bobo, we will I will set a particular time for me to talk to you. A whole hour, few minutes is not sufficient. But His Excellency the President was in Guinea recently to witness the inauguration of retired general, like I'd like to say it this way, Mamadi Doumbouya. Did the President meet with the Liberian community there? What did he say to you?
Yeah, he did. And the president actually, he is our beloved president, and we love him so much because he's a president. He's very humble. He was able to, unlike other presidents, because I was at the airport, and even after our president left for the inauguration, we were stayed there awaiting. But other president came and just waved to their citizens and life.
Let's focus on Bwaka now, please. So we can let's focus on him now. What did he say to you, and what were some of the questions that came from some of you?
Well, what did he say to us? I cannot, he did not say anything in particular, but we told him, you know, when the president came down and he spoke to us, I shook hands with him, including the first lady and his entourage. But the issue is that we don't have time, or I don't have the time to really express myself or on behalf of the community. We don't have time to express ourselves to the president. You see, so I cannot tell you about our conversation that we have with the president.
So the president did not. So the president did not hold a particular few hours meeting with you. Instead, you met him at the airport and you exchanged pleasantry, and then he had to go because he was actually going for the inauguration.
No, it's not like that. It is the official of the Liberian embassy in Guinea did something very funny, because they had a preparation.
Are you there? Local call is intercepting me.
Hello?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, we were at the airport. We welcomed the president, and the president met us at the inauguration. But before going, I think there was a preparation at the hotel. And we were not, the president of the Liberian community in Guinea, I was not knowing of anything like that. There was a preparation where they had the president spoke to them, I think, in a hotel, and then whatever happened, I'm not even knowing. So that was so funny about our embassy, you know, and this is because our ambassador is not here. Our ambassador is a very good man, and we thank God for
so that's what I was saying. So the president came to Guinea. He did not have the time to hold, like the president will go to America and other places, you hold town hall. So the president did not hold a town hall with you people. That's why he said, but because of other engagements.
Because of other engagements, sure.
Okay. All right. No, but if you had the
To
opportunity,
really for us to, yeah.
if you had the opportunity to talk to the president, what are some of the things you would have said to him? Because you are a representation of all the Liberians over there. You understand the issues that they want to raise, the issues they're going through. What are two, three issues you would have loved to share with the president? Bobo, are you there? Hello. Oh, we lost him. I'm sorry, we lost him. Yeah, we lost him. So we're getting back. I will call him today, and then we can arrange. They see me all saying other president is so good at it. Just wave. Then, but you say the president went there, you ain't me with him, but you just shook your hand. They got it like a little bit. Anyway, let's hear the caller 0777 700-995. Our guest is here. One of those dismissed from the Land Authority. Paul Torbert is here. We'll talk to him. But let's take a few calls on 0777 700-995 555-995-995. Go on OKFM 99.5 and OKTV. Our number is there. Call us on WhatsApp. Good morning.
Good morning, Piso.
Yeah.
Thank you for the show and program. My name is Prince Myers. I join you from Electoral District. Yeah. All this division avenue in Chocolate City this morning. But not this way you do up, Piso. I listened to you very well, saying from the U.S. that our justice system of corruption is taking over on a daily basis in Liberia. Clarence, we need the U.S. to see that. We know very well this government is 100 times corrupt. Even the leader of hearing the entire country is corrupt. And we can think, all retrospect, people, Clarence, the president back then, the former vice president, Joseph Yuma Blacka, said something on radio when he was struggling. He had a baby goat that he went to go sell to a Fuda man. And then because of the condition of that goat, the Fuda man refused to buy that goat based on the money he was charging the goat. He went back and gave that goat water for the goat to get big and go and sell that goat. That corruption.
Okay. Let's go back here. Hello. Good morning. Are you there? Okay, I think I'm getting it. I think, anyway, I shouldn't talk for him, but I think it's sounding 9 months. I think what you were trying to say was in Guinea, while other country presidents were waving and just going, Bwaka stopped and shook their hands. I think that's what you were trying to say. I'm just trying to get over myself. Hello?
Morning, guys.
Good morning. Oh, I'm sorry. I will be doing this service. The number has been here. Good morning. Let's hear you.
Good morning, Clarence.
Good morning, man.
So this is Hilary Bridget.
Yeah, Bridget.
Clarence, I really, really pleased this morning to have listened to you reading a letter from the former Border West Minister. I think such a letter was patriotic. She's been a very patriot in terms of engagement. And I must also, at a higher level, acknowledge Minister Giddens. I think he gave my admiration this morning. What we need to do as Liberians, I think, is an exemplary leadership Giddens has shown. Whenever we talk about development or national event, let's put hands together. And I cannot say any better this morning to have heard Giddens, Giddens' role he played in terms of rating Coca-Cola. So Guinea has gained my admiration. I just think that all other ministry or agency should do the same in terms of maintaining our development legacy and institutional memory, not based on politics.
Okay, BJ. Thank you, BJ. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good morning, Clarence. Yeah, Clarence, this is the voice of Sabu Rasta.
Yes, Sabu.
Piso are joining the show from Point 4 this morning to be specific with you, Clarence, in Zimbabwe. Clarence, how you doing, Clarence? How you doing?
I'm doing great, oh.
How the family, Clarence?
We're trying, my brother.
No, Clarence, Clarence, let me admit this morning. I said it the last time, I will say it again, and I owe no one apologies for that. Clarence, you are my best journalist. within the Republic of Liberia. Let me say it for the record. Piso Sabu Rasta from Zimbabwe. Look, but Piso, this morning I disappointed in you a little bit. Yeah, a little bit disappointed. Look, Clarence, I can remember during weird time. Clarence, you were very critical. But right now, Clarence, I'm not understanding you, Piso. I'm not understanding you. I don't know what's going on.
But I stay your best journalist.
You said Clarence, you will be my best journalist today.
When you say you're not understanding me, what do you mean, Sabu?
Thank you, Clarence. The reason why I don't understand it, Clarence, for you to be, let me ask you, Clarence, in the fact that you believe that thing I come from within Giri, you believe it, that there was an oversight, you believe it, Clarence?
Well,
No.
Sabu.
Yeah.
People, for me, local people response to issue. Let's agree. Okay, assuming it was not oversight, he meant to do it, blah blah blah. They decided to lead a woman out, but the committee has written to say sorry. It was an oversight. We'll come back. People intelligence are most of the time measured by the way you respond to issues.
Clarence, even Jesus said, he didn't take sorry for him. Why you can call him Julius? Look, Clarence, there are some sorry that we don't need to take. Look, Clarence, let me tell you some of the things that end up resulting to our problem. Look, Clarence, the Bible says where there's no love, the nation can suffer. That's why he said love covers a multitude of sin. The issue of hate is killing Liberians.
So, Sabu, you were the one in opposition. You wrote, and the people responded the way they did. What would you do?
Okay, I would not go there. I hear you feeling the motive. I ask you right now on your platform not to go there.
Why?
Look, let me tell you the money we value my church. For the initial stage of the government, you don't need science. You don't need nobody to go there when it comes the government. There's not government inclusion. You can't get professional people sitting down. Can you imagine one public you treat you on a taboo rasta?
No, but Sabu, I mean, this is not a dialogue. The reason why she wrote is because she felt left out. She got something in her she can offer that conference. And the people and then the people said, no, sorry. You can come. I mean, we respect you. What more do you want them to say?
Clarence, I'm sorry, it's coming from the belly of the devil.
Okay, thank you, Sabu. I would have gone beyond what I said, depending on the response to the letter. But the response is so civilized, Sabu. What do you want me to say? What else could they have said? Good morning. We're taking just two more. Our guest is already here. Hello?
Good morning, Clarence.
Good morning. Please sound louder.
This is the voice of Conan calling from you.
Conan, you're not sounding like somebody that won't talk on the show, brother. You're not sounding like somebody that won't talk on the show.
Okay, this is Conan calling from New Jersey. Clarence, I beg Tabu, you're talking about reconciliation. The letter that was written to the minister of Public Works, their response to the former minister, for me, I'm a sedation, but I'm satisfied with what the both of them did. So Tabu begging you. Once somebody does something to this, so I'm wrong. Sorry.
Yeah, the man said he disappointed me because I'm supposed to. Man. The woman wrote, the woman said, you're leaving me. Oh, I'm important in anything. The person said, oh, sorry. We forgot. Yeah. We apologize. Please come. Come on the third day. Then the man said the woman will not go. Okay, let's see the final call. But again, these exchanges are good. It makes us better in the morning. Hello? Good morning.
Morning, Clarence.
Yeah, we are here. Let's hear your name.
My name is Joseph. I'm calling from the Bujo Island this morning.
Yeah.
Let me say thank you for the topic. Let me also say thank you for Mr. Guinness for appreciating to accept this letter.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let's come to the studio now. Our guest is here. 9 o'clock, the superintendent of NIMBA will be here. Our guest is Paul Alex Tolber. He was one of several employees dismissed from the Liberia Land Authority. I know they've been coming here back and forth. They've been bringing me a lot of documents that they, facts, what they call facts, that I should have gone to the Land Authority. I know when I engaged the Land Authority here, they said he was sick, he wasn't well, and so I haven't been going there. But I decided to give them the opportunity. Maybe he will represent his other colleagues. So we talked this morning. Mr. Tolber, good morning. You've been on my back, and I like the persistence. Say good morning, man.
Good morning, good morning.
How are you? How are you, Paul?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. Give God the glory.
Okay. You sure you're good after being dismissed?
Well, yeah. I'm just more than being good. There are some trials some trials are blessing in disguise. So you continue to be focus and allow God will to be done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, give me your story at the Land Authority. When did you go there to work? How were you recruited? How long have you been there? What can you remember?
So, actually, I started working with the Land Authority before the then Land Commission, 2010, when the
2009, 2010.
when the Land Commission was established. So we're one of those few first employees at the then Land Commission. We all know that it is out of the Land Commission we established the Land Authority. But when the tenure of the Land Commission did expire, in order to have continuity, then the Inter-Land Task Force was established. So the Land Commission had only about 21 to 26 employees left on board to continue on the job, waiting for the formation of the Land Authority. I was one of those stay on remain on board of all of the 200 plus employees.
Really?
Left on
So
board.
the Land Authority was birthed in your hand?
Yeah. So left on board, and then we did establish the Land Authority. So yes, I have been in the process. I have been always there from the formation of the land administration body of Liberia. I have always been there, or so to speak. I am one of the first how they call it, land investigator trained, and I'm also the one who happens to train all of the land dispute investigator with the Liberia Land Authority, having been trained in this special field of service. So yes, I've been with the Land Authority for
so long.
Time, yeah.
What was the last position you ever held prior to the dismissal?
Assistant Director for Land Dispute and Resolution.
Assistant Director for Land Dispute and Resolution.
Sure.
Meaning what?
I was responsible to handle all land dispute cases, investigate all land dispute cases, work with the court system as it relates to land dispute cases, advise the Land Authority as it relates to land dispute cases. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let's go to the issue why you are here. You are one of several, Steve Kennedy and others, you people were dismissed from the Land Authority. Why were you dismissed?
Well, according to the chairman of the Liberia Land Authority, I was dismissed for issuing out a report without acknowledging his office. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was
Issuing
dismissed.
out a report
A land dispute report
without
without acknowledging his
office. What particular land dispute report is that?
All right. It had to do with a particular land case that was brought to my office by the then acting chairman, Joe K. Williams. At that time, the present chairman, Samuel F. Baki, was not a chairman. He was not chairman. Joe Williams was not the acting chairman. So there was a case that came before on Baki as it related to a parcel of land located somewhere at the Stockton Creek. There were two sand mining companies. One sand mining company claimed that the land is government, for which they obtained land use permit from the Liberia Land Authority 3 consecutive years, 2020, 2021, 2023, 2 and 3. Another company claimed that the land is private. They acquired the land by leasing it from private individuals. So the two companies they were at lockerhead and came over to the office of the acting chairman. Acting chairman now turned the case over to me for investigation.
Acting chairman Joe Williams.
Joe Williams. At that
Joe
time,
Williams,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. At that time, Samuel Baki was not chairman.
Okay.
He was not chairman. So as a way of conducting a professional investigation, we wrote the community. We had a meeting with the community leadership and dwellers as it related to the land ownership. The community leaders spoke. The chairman, women wing, the youth wing, they all spoke as to what they know about the land. Each and every one of them that spoke always said the land is government, it's a swamp land. We are squatting here, we don't have documents. However, the other company produced a deed. There were 3 individuals who leased to the other company who claimed to have purchased the land from an estate. And the estate was claiming 6 acres of land. So we have to do due diligence. So what we did was we conducted a survey. And after conducting the survey for the grantor 6 acres of land and the grantee 1 lot of land, it was proven that what the land the grantor owned, is claimed the 6-acre land, did not reach to the parcel of land that was leased to the company, which shows that your grantor cannot give you a parcel of land that is not his, or that does not belong to them. So our ruling states that the land was indeed government. So he established that yes, indeed, the land authority that issued land use permit 2020, 2021, 2022, indeed issued the permit in good faith. So we ruled that yes, indeed, the land is government. There is no private claim to the property. So that ruling was given out to us, or forwarded to the then acting chairman. He then called the party and closed up the matter, and that was the standing of the Liberal Land Authority, ruled in favor of government. So when Pastor Omonopakio took over as chairman,
So the point you're making is you investigated,
yeah,
you came up with a funding,
Yeah.
you submitted the funding to the acting chairman, Joe Willen, at that time.
Yeah.
Joe Willen looked at the ruling,
Yeah.
and he closed the case. It
100%.
means as of the time he left the office, it was now established that particular land is government's land.
100%.
Let's move on.
So Chairman Parker now took over as chairman of the Land Authority, and then as I learned, one of the party that I was in the wrong based on our investigation, then went to him. And after they went to him, this day I'm on campus because I'm in the law school. I was on campus. I received a call. Where are you, Toba? I said, I'm on campus. There's a letter here for you. Oh, can I pick up tomorrow? You're fine. The next day, in the morning, I'm at the office. I got my letter. That was dismissal. That was dismissal. And that's how I was dismissed.
Toba, you can be serious.
100% serious about it.
Did you not go through any form of investigation? Did the land authority not investigate you? Were you not guilty on the basis of any investigation?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No investigation in no form of manner. Absolutely not. I got a letter here, and you can read.
Bring it. Where's the letter?
Let me get you the letter.
Yeah, please bring the letter.
You read out the letter.
Paul Torber, a former employee at the Land Authority. Let me read. That your dismissal letter, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me lay hands on it quick.
Yeah, please. Yeah. This is the OK Morning Rush. We're talking to Paul Torber. We will reach out to the Land Authority too to find out from them. It might not be on the show, but if anybody will be listening after all these things, they can call, but we'll reach out. You send it to me. You should have my number, but bring it. If it's in your phone, I can read it.
Yeah.
The Land Authority is listening. They know the letter they issue you. So if you misinform us, somebody will call and say, no, that's not the letter. So he says he investigated a case on Joe Williams. The case was completed. The land was government's land. So let me read this letter. LLA, blah, 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 blah. October 30, 2025. Mr. Paul A. Torber, Land, Liberia Land Authority, Atmon Street. Paul Alex Torber, you are hereby dismissed as the Assistant Director for the Alternative Dispute Resolution Division, effective October 30th. So the letter was issued October 30th, or the particular day they dismiss you. Okay.
Yeah.
Your dismissal is consistent with Chapter 4H, I need a Land Authority Act, with Chapter 4H of the Standing Orders for the Land Authority, the Quoting Civil Service Standing Order. Chapter 4H of the Standing Orders for the Civil Service Agency 2021, and for releasing an alternative dispute resolution report / document without the knowledge of the head of entity involving 2 sand mining companies in the New Georgia Township, one of which is operating with an expired squatter right permit. Liberia Land Authority shall inform the CSA within 24 hours of your dismissal from LLA's employ consistent with Chapter 4.2.3 of the Standing Orders for the Civil Service Agency. You are directed to turn over all LLA's equipment or properties in your possession to the Human Resource Division. The administration of the Liberia Land Authority has reviewed this matter and afforded you administrative hearing. Accordingly, you will be forwarded to the Ministry of Justice or the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission for prosecution. Executive Director Stanley N. Toh approved Samuel Parker, Chairman of the Land Commission. The people said this. They say the administration of the Land Authority has reviewed this matter and afforded you administrative hearing. It means you were heard. How can you telling me nobody talked to you? You were not heard.
Absolutely 100% false. There were absolutely no hearing, no one single question asked by anyone. So this matter, what we did then was we then wrote the CSA. We wrote the CSA for wrongful dismissal. So as I speak to you, the CSA have already gone through her investigation. We expect any time from now for her to be able to come up with her findings. But this is how it works. As assistant director for land dispute, number one, I don't report to the chairman. No, I don't.
You don't.
I don't report to the chairman. I don't report to the chairman. All right. My report goes to my director, the commissioner of land, how they call it, land policy, of land policy, not to the chairman. There is no report that says that the director for land dispute report to the chairman. More besides, this case was done in the absence of the chairman. So if I did a piece of work in which I stood with government with our findings, and you came over and took over, the report clearly states which office initiated the investigation, the acting chairman.
Now, so if you're not supposed to report to the chairman by law,
Yeah.
why did you report to Joe Williams? And you were acting chairman.
Yeah. So normally, if a case came out of the commissioner, right? If you forward a case to me, because sometimes people definitely write to the commissioners picking a case. If you forward a case to me, when we did the case, before we dispose of the case, the draft report is submitted. We give you a copy of the draft report.
The commission.
Yeah,
the
whoever-
head.
Yes, we'll give you because it came out of you. You forward the case to the dispute section.
Okay.
So when that case is done, I will forward to you a draft report of the case so you can see how we went about conducting the investigation, after which they can dispose of it. So that how it's done.
So did that your report?
Yeah.
Did your report go through the channel? Did it go through the chain
100
from you to your boss, to your boss, to your boss, up to all you? Because I heard you to say you submitted your report to Joe Williams. I
Yeah.
just want clarity.
Yeah. So my report out of this now, the capital report went to the director and then to the acting chairman at the time who submitted the case for investigation. All right. So they were all because he received the complaint, he also knew he filed the complaint, he sent forward. What became of that complaint?
So even though the people saying you had administrative hearing and all those things, you say they did not ask you, nobody investigated you. So why they wrote a letter the way they did?
So this is what happened. Chairman Kwakio, 2 days on the job as chairman of the Liberal Land Authority, the first memo he ever signed as chairman of the Liberal Land Authority was to effectively transfer Paul Eric Stover from as director of land dispute. That shows that
You got that kind of document?
yeah.
You say he told over just 2 days.
yeah.
He wrote that he should
the
transfer you?
first memo he ever signed.
Why? I mean, even though it is his right
It's
to
his
write for transfer.
100%. Even though it's your right. But actually, as an administrator, if you take over institution, the first thing you want to do, you want to work along with your technicians before you make some informed decision. And, it sounds as though it become a witch hunt if you take over entity and your first memo you sign is to remove a certain person who.
If you have that remote, if you have the memo, bring it. But
I will do
I'm
that.
trying to pull out the civil service standing order that they say, I know, 22H, they say it's in violation of 22H. You could send it to me. I'm also trying to put. Yeah, let's move on. What is it? You give me one big that D here?
Yeah. That is the deed issued by the chairman.
So for the point of clarity, you were not dismissed for the grand jury land
That's
issue.
the clarity. I was not because they make it appear as though I was dismissed due to the deed issue to the Burkina B in Grand Jita County. All right. He called a press conference and said we were dismissed. He was misled by the superintendent of Grand Jita to have issued a 500 acres deed. So the notion went about that Toba was involved in the issuance of a deed to Grand Jita County, which is not true. So I was able to get that deed, analyze.
So what
it.
kind of D is it? Let's analyze a
Yeah.
D.
So this deed is a deed issue signed by the chairman of the Liberal Land Authority.
That the grand jury did that brought the noise?
Yeah. This is the Grand Jita deed.
Okay.
Yeah. The chairman of the Liberal Land Authority, Samuel Elpakio, signed a development grant deed to the Grand Jita local government reserve farmland, 931.4 acres of land. All right. Now, if you went through this deed, at the time the deed was issued, signed July 1st, there was a moratorium placed on public land by the president on February 3rd, 2025. So, having placed a moratorium on public land by the president, obviously there was a halt to transaction as related to public land. So this deed was issued under a moratorium. That's the first thing. If you see this deed, the name Grand Jide Local Government Reserve Farmland is a ghost name. The name does not exist. All right. We contacted the superintendent. He checked. He had it in his system, and then the name does not exist. Two, if you read through this deed, you will get to realize that the chairman of the Liberal Land Authority is issuing this one deed to two separate parties. Down in the deed, the deed reads, it says that, I do convey the aforesaid premises to the said Mo Agro Incorporated. Now, the same deed you said you were issuing to Grand Jide Reserve Farmland. You turn around in the very same deed, it's now issued to Mo Agro Incorporated. In this deed, the chairman signed the deed July 8th. The surveyor that signed this deed July 10th. The deed is here, July 10th.
Let me see. You said the chairman signed July 8th?
And the surveyor signed July 10th.
No, let me go down here.
Yes.
July 8th. Where the chairman signed? I seen the July 10th on. Oh, but I'm not seeing. Okay. Okay, Land Authority to affix this 8th day of July 2025 and of the Republic 178 years.
Good.
So it means he signed before the surveyor signed?
Before the surveyor signed.
Because I seen him sign the 8th day of July.
Yeah.
If this is his signature now.
Yeah.
I see Chairman Land Authority signed the 8th day of July.
Yeah.
And then I seen the one, I know, slower.
Yeah.
I can see the first name.
Give it.
Okay, because the stamp, I see one slower.
Yeah.
Registered license surveyor. They present signed July 10th. So it means the chairman signed July 8th before
the surveyor could.
How is it done?
How is it done? How possible can that be?
No, I'm asking you, how is it done?
So normally, if you even look at your private land deed, all right, the surveyor will always sign the deed before whoever that is granting you this land can sign. All right? The signature of the surveyor confirms that he or she has completed the work, did a survey, and now is presenting you the document for signature. All right? There is nowhere where the grantor signed the deed before the surveyor can sign. No. More besides, this surveyor that signed the deed is not a government surveyor. It's a private surveyor that is signing a government instrument.
Private surveyor not supposed to survey government land?
No. We got government, the land authority got more than 50 surveyors in and around the counties who are charged.
Yeah, they have a platform. I wanted to buy a property somewhere and I had to go online to check whether that surveyor is registered. Somebody showed me that. That's why I did.
Yeah. I also got that listing, like the surveyor listing. It will tell you government surveyor, private surveyor, and decommissioner surveyor.
So you're saying the surveyor is a private surveyor?
It's a private surveyor.
And he's not supposed to survey government land?
No, it almost like I'm not working with OK FM. All right? But I came in and then I'm the one signing document for and on behalf of OKFM, which would be illegal. I don't have a standing to do such. So there is no way that you'll be using a private surveyor to sign a deed, a legal instrument. It is a legal instrument for a government entity. That is absolutely wrong. Besides, the legislature has a procedure. When the moratorium was placed on February 3rd by the president, that moratorium states that the land authority must be able to revisit her policy before the moratorium is lifted. So the policy that was put into place, you can get to land authority commissioners. Nowadays, every deed coming out of the land authority will be signed by two commissioners, the chairman and the commissioner for land administration, Dr. Solomon. There's a vetting team set up. The vetting are the forensic eye for the land authority. It's headed by one director, Kennedy, Steve Kennedy. Before the government can give a land out, the vetting team must go, investigate, talk to
the same Steve Kennedy that was dismissed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk to stakeholders. Because government don't want to give out a land that is disputed. Government don't want to give out a land that is not government. Government don't want to give out a land that is reserved. That's a sacred land. So the vetting team must move in, conduct whole investigation. It is after the findings of the vetting team that they will now recommend that said land is unincumbent. Government can move ahead to proceed to issue this land. Besides, under the Land Right Act, it says the landlord do not have the authority to issue out a land without the involvement of the community, because the land belongs to the community. In this deed, you are aware that the community in Grand Judea were the one even coming a lot of riots and raising an issue of the land being given. The land was given to the Burkinabe, which of course shouldn't be that way. The Land Right Act says that the land authority must be able to work with the community as it relates to giving the land out to whosoever the land needed to be given out to. So by my own definition of this deed, you will get to realize that this is no different from criminal conveyance. Because criminal conveyance based upon the land, based upon the criminal conveyance law, it says it's an act where a land is given out willfully, knowingly, by an individual when you do not have a legal standing. Once there was a moratorium placed on a public land, any means by issuing out a land by any all of the commissioners or any other person in the name of the entity become criminal conveyance until said moratorium is lifted.
What role did you play in the whole Grand Judea land dispute that brought about this deal? What role did you play?
Absolutely nothing. I only got to know about this Grand Judea deed land transaction when he called a press conference and said he was misled by the Grand Judea superintendent to have issued out, in fact, he said 500 acres. To have issued out 500 acres of land deed. All right? It was when I got to know that, yes, indeed, there was a transaction between the land authority and that of the superintendent Grand Judea. So from my investigation, I started to investigate what was the issue. Now, I got a copy of the unsigned lease agreement because when the chairman of the land authority.
Are you sure the deed in your hand is a Grand Judea land deed?
100%.
So you say in keeping with those kinds of deed, you can give it to two different individuals.
No, there is no land you can give to two different.
But that one was given to two different individuals.
As you read, if you see the deed it says here.
Let me see the deed.
Yeah.
Let me read. Let me read. Let me read. Folks, I'm sorry. This is the deed. This is the deed he brought. We have to reach out to the land authority to confirm. Whereas sometimes the land they thing can be different. I mean the way. Page 1, Freeman County land. Of the county of Grand Judea upon the receipt of the application from the Grand Judea from the Grand Judea local government reserve farmland. So it is the Grand Judea local government reserve farmland that they were giving the land from.
Yeah, it goes name.
But who is the now? Who is the Grand Judea local government reserve land? Who was giving the land?
Land authority is now giving the land according to that deed to Grand Judea local government reserve farmland. But that Grand Judea
so 1 minute. I'm not too acquainted with most. I don't like to pretend on technical issues, especially like this. So it means the Grand Judea local government reserve land. Mm-hmm. The land authority was giving land to this group.
Yes, they were giving land.
So this is the name of a group that the land authority was issuing the government land to.
That is what they're trying to tell us.
And you are saying their group doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
Okay. Let's come back. Grand Judea local government. Then you come way down here. You see, you were talking about another name.
Yeah, go to
Author are vested in by the laws of the Republic of Liberia. I have good right and lawful authority to convey the aforesaid premises to the said Mo Agro Incorporated. By the way, I did research on the Mo Agro Incorporated. I even got some document from the business registry, Judy Moore and others. I think this is their company.
Yeah.
The aforesaid premises to the said Mo Agro Incorporated or its successor in business, and that I, the said Samuel Kpakio, chairman of the Liberia Land Authority, and my successors in office will forever warrant and defend the said Grand Judea. But I'm confused. So
it's confusing.
So no, I say I am confused. Don't talk for me.
Yeah.
So They more Agro Incorporated. Who is it? Is the D given to them too?
That's what the D is also saying. One point in time, for example, the D is saying, I'm giving this land to Grand Gita Reserve farmland. In the closing of the D is now saying, I'm giving this land to Mo Agro, which means the D is a product of confusion.
So you say it is not supposed to be like this.
No. There is something called John tendency. All right? If you are giving D that belong to more than two persons, you will say, I'm conveying.
You will need a copy L.
No problem.
Okay.
No problem.
Yeah.
You will say, I'm giving this land to, for example, Grand Gita Reserve Local Farmland and Mo Agro Incorporated. That's what you will say. All right? All throughout the D, you will be consistent with whoever you're granting the land to. But in this deed, it said that the land has been conveyed to Grand Gita Reserve Local Government Farmland. In the closing, where you are now endorsing and saying, I got a legal right to give the land, you now come back and say, I'm giving the land to Mo Agro Incorporated. Which means, Judy Mo, the owner of Mo Agro Incorporated, can come and challenge Grand Gita Reserve Farmland and say, I own the land. Grand Gita Reserve Farmland, even though Ghost's name, can also say, no, the land was given to us. So it's a product of confusion. Now,
how many are you that were recently dismissed?
4.
You were 4. On the issue of transfer, maybe there are administrative reasons why any hair want to transfer. Whether he told or today or tomorrow.
100%.
I mean, it is his right. Maybe he got some
100%.
administrative information.
100%.
But back to your dismissal. And I hope the people from the land authority listening, because I will reach out. Are you saying you were dismissed without any formal hearing, without any investigation conducted by the land authority or any committee set up by the chairman that found you guilty?
Absolutely not. As it relates to this, if you read the dismissal letter, it said I was dismissed for issuing out a report related to two same money company. You read that clear, right?
Yeah.
Which means if there is an investigation, that investigation will have to do with the investigation, the report that was issued out from the two same money company. There was no investigation related to this case that I presided upon, investigated comprehensively, and came up with a findings in favor of government.
Okay. Let's assume your reports were submitted to Joe Williams.
Yeah.
Is there anybody in the system who is still your boss who is aware of that particular investigation and the report?
Yes.
Do you know whether the institution contacted the president?
Not. No one. Even Joe Williams, the vice chair of the land authority, was never even contacted.
Oh, Joe Williams stayed there?
He stayed there. He's the president's vice chair.
The Joe Williams whose administration you conducted
Yes.
submitted the funding is still there.
So this is what happened. The former chairman, Adam Moniba, while staying, because the authority is a tenure position,
I know.
Joe Winner was appointed as vice chair, and Adam Moniba was still chair. So Adam Moniba tenure expired as chair. Joe Winner now took over, had that ceremony as acting chair. At that time, Mr. Pacquiao was then appointed as chair, but not confirmed. Still awaiting confirmation. So it was Joe Winner now running the affairs of the land authority. It took about 2 months or 3 months before being confirmed. All right. So at the time, Joe Winner was now acting as chair. It was when the investigation was done. So when Pacquiao came and took over chair, Joe Winner now remained vice chair, the position for which President Boakai had appointed him. So he stayed employed.
Do you think you did nothing wrong?
Yeah, I think I did something wrong.
What did you do wrong?
What I did wrong was to be an employee with integrity. That was wrong to Pacquiao. To be an employee who stood for nothing more than the truth. That was wrong to Pacquiao. To be an employee who fought for justice. That was wrong to Pacquiao. I think that was happening. Because this is what happened. How did I know that this I think I did wrong? When he took over and first said, Tobo is here by transfer. My boss said, well, how can you transfer Tobo?
Who your boss? I want you call me.
Yeah. How do you call it? Commission. How do you call it? Kaba? So you can't transfer Tobo. I didn't complain that I don't want to work with Tobo. You can't just come and transfer one of my staff that work with me. So he said that, okay, look, what I'm going to do, I will organize a task force I want to work with. It's fun. That's your right. The task force that was organized.
So your transfer, in other words, did not take effect.
No, it didn't take effect. So the task force was organized, and those on the task force were one Josh McGill and Joe Dora. Josh McGill happens to be one of those on the Land Authority criminal listing. We got a listing of criminal land dealers in and around Liberia who have cataloged based upon their transaction that is documented.
You have listing of criminal land dealers
in
the country.
Yeah. So Josh McGill happened to be one of those on the listing.
How can he stay working there?
He's not. He was retired at Ministry of Public Works. Josh McGill and Chairman Parker used to work at Public Works, so he retired at Public Works. So he just been hanging around at the Land Authority. So when Parker then came, he then made Josh McGill the head of the task force in heading land dispute.
The same man who is on your criminal
The
list.
same man on the criminal listing now became a member of the task force.
Is Joe Williams and the other commissioners there? Are they not aware that this man is on your bar list according to you?
100% aware. I'm aware that the commissioner met him and said, no, this guy cannot be heading our task force, as you put it, and name is on our criminal listing. I mean, this is about integrity. All right? More besides, everybody in the Marshall Belt understands what the name Joe Dora stands for as related to land matter in the Marshall Belt. Joe Dora and Josh McGill were the two persons placed to handle land dispute. I personally having more than 20 plus land dispute cases involving Joe Dora.
They see me on your task force.
Yeah, they see me on the task force. There are two of them. More than 20 cases involving Joe Dora. All right? Josh McGill, he already on criminal listing. Now these are the two.
Your guy on criminal listing?
Yes, the Land Authority.
If I went to the Land Authority and asked, I would see that listing.
100%. Please, I'm very sorry. Right after here, I will also send you a copy of that criminal land dealer listing.
His name there.
His name is there. Josh McGill is there.
It was Pacquiao that brought him back.
Yes.
To head the task force.
Yes. So Samuel Pacquiao had been a director at the Land Authority prior to this government. All right. So Josh McGill has always been hanging around Pacquiao at the Land Authority. At the time, he's operating as director for land use and management.
Has anything been personal between you and Pacquiao before? Because when Pacquiao was director, you were still working there.
Yeah, I was still working.
Have you people had any issue?
No, not at all. Actually, at the Land Authority, you go down to the sweeper, all right, up to the commissioners. I'm everybody person.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me hold you there. Paul Alex Tolber, he's former employee of the Land Authority, a law school student. He says he was dismissed with nobody reaching out to him. There was no investigation that linked him to any wrongdoing. He was only on campus. They called him for a dismissal letter for a report that he had submitted when Chairman Pacquiao was not head of the Land Authority. That's why he says, if you are at the Land Authority, Kwesi Tete is the spokesperson there, any of the commissioners there. If you work there, you got good information, you want to counter any of the things he's saying, you can call us because we will reach out to the Land Authority. He has brought a deed and he demonstrated it here and explaining and analyzing the deed. We will also reach out to the Land Authority to find out whether the deed is true and whether all the things he's saying are true. Best thing to do. Hello? Good morning, good morning.
Thank you again. My name is Prince Myers. I performed in for Electoral District 13 on the only CBC Avenue in Chocolate City this morning.
Yeah, Prince.
Let me appreciate for your second talking point and your guest morning. People on Clarence, they will not call people for questioning. You can report the MCC that they how they call it, they didn't call it for questioning. No. This government is a upside-down government. They will not call people for questioning. A far, the back your guy, the talk about, he's really not there for the president.
No, you can't say that. You can't say that. Let's assume that he has said what he said. We'll reach out to everything. Not that because he thought a law and gospel. We got to reach out. Hello.
Good morning, Clarence.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, reduction fire the communication Land Authority.
Communication consultant at the Land Authority. Rulers in. Let's hear you, man.
Thank you very much. I listened to what studio. The first thing, I will not deal too much with the deed because it's been revoked. They don't exist. So I don't talk to dead bodies. That deed does not exist anymore. It has no effect. But the fight for equality of the Liberian people.
No, let's come to the deed for it, even though it has been revoked. Why was the deed revoked and by whom was it revoked?
Clarence, the deed was for not public land deed. It was development grantee. There are differences between public land deed and development grantee. That my colleague, my guys, student failed to work to differentiate. Development grantee is given to work. Government is to develop an area. It is not a personal deed. It can be retrieved when you go against the policy and the bounds that the deed is meant for. Public land deed is a commercial deed that is owned by an individual when you get a land from government. It's a personal deed.
So who revoked the deed?
I'm telling you, the development grant was revoked because the reason
just shake us small. I will let you be on the line. Your line is bad. Just shake us small. When you okay, I'll let you. Yeah, talk. Let me hear you.
Okay, you get me now?
Yeah, let's try. Yeah, I was saying who revoked the deed?
The deed was revoked by the Minister of Justice.
Why was it revoked?
Because
hey man, fire! Okay. I really won't get fired, but he breaking in, man. Wilson, your line is terrible. Change your location. Remain on the line. Yeah, remain on the line.
You get me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
The SS they revoked the deed because what they asked for Grand Jide, we realized that the superintendent and others went against it. They went against what they asked for. And our law, what get development grantee, for government development purposes for the people. And if you go against it, to go into private, we revoke it because we're not meant for that.
Okay, second question. Do you know, is it true that Toba is saying that the way the deed is read and written, meaning the land was given to two different institutions?
No. Development grantee does not have limitation. Let's say, for example, Clarence come to me say, we want to have this land to develop it for our people in OKFM. We want to build this farming land, one farming land. We want to do portrait. We want to do this. We give you one development grant. We not give you 2, 3. We give you one. And in that deed, everything stated there.
No. What I'm saying, this deed was issued according to the readings, according to his analysis. The single deed was issued to two different institutions. Is it something that is lawful? Is it something that a land authority can do?
That was not issued to two different institutions.
But I see two different institutions. It was issued 1 minute, sir. It was issued to the Grand Jide Local Government Reserve Farmland and Institution, and it was also there. I see More Agro Group.
More Agro Group is, I may not be very clear, but it's in line with the same farming area.
Okay, fire. I will reach out to the land authority. If you have the chance, maybe you can come too. Let me give you more time to talk. So let's take another caller so that you can remember 9 o'clock we got guests. I will reach out to the land authority, rulers in fire, whoever they can suck on you come to make some clarity too. Yeah, let's hear you, sir. Steve Kennedy, one of those dismissed. Steve, yeah, we got 5 minutes. I will take you. Go ahead.
Yes, as for your currency, I would like to respond to some of those things that Fire said.
Yeah.
If we are to revoke it, they go to the court and make an application before the civil law court. In this instance, there was no patience for the court. Two, Mr. Tobo raised that, I convert the land. Any land or in Europe, they not vet any. Or besides, the issue.
So Steve, it was your prerogative to vet this particular land in your capacity, but you didn't do it.
I didn't do vetting on that land, and I was never part of that land. The issue of vetting is a matter of law.
So why were you two dismissed? Why were you dismissed?
They said there is this group of these national disability people who wrote Chairman Pacquiao, and he attention the letter to me, attention the letter to give they asked for a particular lane. And in our land, there is a fees you pay to the director of vetting to facilitate him to go about looking for the spot in which they're going to give you. So I went to facilitate that, to give him the facilitation fee of 1,000. I searched for the land. I gave him 2 different spots. And when you found the spot and the person who won the spot is satisfied with it, you then give it over to the chairperson. You write the chairperson. And when he was sitting as zoning director, there are a lot of fees people pay so him to facilitate. If you were to go to the land administrator,
I wish you were here to have a lot of time, Steve.
Yeah,
unfortunately, you're not here. Let me let you go. I think I will need to break you. Yeah.
I've got a pressing issue. So
thank you.
Let me just lay on.
Yeah,
on
just
this
conclude
one.
quick.
Okay.
Let's take
So to conclude, they not vet any land, but I will respond to the public.
Were you investigated and convicted?
I was never investigated. Never ever. There's no minutes. There's no letter.
So how did they?
Anyway, just took decision in your hand.
Okay, I will reach out to the land authority. All of you claiming you were never investigated. Hello.
Yeah, Clarence, good morning.
Good morning.
Clarence, this is Elton David and I'm from District 15.
Yeah, Elton.
Let me say a happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you.
Clarence, I listened to the brother in studio there discussing his sadness. But I think this issue about government dismissing people without investigation in favor of government entity, it is not screened.
Okay.
Because the brother was doing a piece of job. He was not doing a job that was illegal. He was doing a job for the country. How come this brother did a job at the end of the day, then the director just came and dismissed the man without investigation?
Now what the man say, we need to hear from the other people too. Hello?
Yeah, Clarence, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, for my safety, I will not be able to call my name.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I beg you, the president should intervene right away and solve that problem. Trouble is rare, and they're going against it for nothing.
You think so?
Yes, you say, I tell you today, but I will not call my name. But I will tell you, even I'll come to the studio, maybe I'll tell you, then they put a man back to job, that thing that politics, and they are running against that man. So
you're sounding like one commissioner over there, but I will not call your name. You're sounding like that.
The Clarence, let me tell you today, is a politics. And the president will not even allow you to dismiss that man. So they just wasting that time. So if they know what I know, then they just call the man back to work, then the man continue to work, Clarence. So thank you so much.
All right. Anyway, they got sounding like. Hello.
Good morning, Clarence.
Good morning.
Clarence, thank you. Michael E. Flomo Sr. I'm calling from District 13.
Yeah, Michael, let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, Clarence, quickly. Clarence, let me be straight to the issue. That place about that land authority, Clarence, it's almost like a help. Clarence, I went over there personally to do, to file a complaint. Clarence, 2 years ago, in the land dispute session, a brother over there called one Perkins. Last year, Perkins scheduled you up for conference. When I went to the place, Perkins is not there. Clarence, I have my place in New Jersey, a 10-over property by my parents. Clarence, I was not the one bought the property. I want to do a research of this place. And then a brother here is, insisting almost like to bring you into a dispute case with me. I went over there, Clarence, and then at the end of the day, they telling me they need to do investigative survey. I need to pay $250 US to them so they go and get it to the court so they can get a lawyer this money. And Clarence, I'm just telling you, I want to do something on the land, but because I want to do the survey first, I can't put it at that money you're talking about.
Okay, our next guest, I'm sure, is here. I will take this as a final call, then we'll go back to Toba to conclude quickly. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah?
Clarence?
Yeah?
How are you?
I'm good.
This is Tete.
Yeah, okay, the director of communication. Let's hear you, Tete.
Yeah, Clarence, how are you? And thanks. Hello to the listening public and also to your studio guests.
Yeah.
I just like to say that Tobo has just chosen to spread lies on the radio, The very first thing I will start with the entire dispute unit. When Chairman Pacquiao took over,
No, forget it. Let me ask you the question. Do you
yes,
know whether Talbot was ever investigated?
Yes, Clarence, Tobo went through what we call a quasi-investigation process at the land authority. There is no civil administration that the land authority.
So the quasi-judicial process meaning they call him,
yeah, he was investigated.
they ask him questions.
Showed to give testimony about the issue, and he did a written testimony, and he submitted it. Based on that, the judgment was made.
Okay.
And Carl, let me just say this.
I will come there to see the judgment. The second thing is,
but Carl, let me make a few points.
Yeah, I come in. Do you know about a D? Is he saying the truth that this single D was issued to two institutions, and of course, Rudolph Fire said the D was later revoked?
I would like to talk to that deed that he has in the studio. Maybe when you're talking for World Trade Center, but the deed that was issued by the Labrador Land Authority to the local government of Grand Juda County for developmental purpose was revoked because and I will speak to the issue of Steve Kennedy claim too. That deed was revoked because the administration of the Labrador Land Authority was misled by the superintendent office and our local county officers. The county land administrator, the dispute officer assigned in Grand Juda misled the administration. So the land authority revoked that deed. That deed is a dead deed. So we will not be talking about it. Development deed is given for development purpose. When it's no longer used for that intended purpose, it can be revoked by the Labrador Land Authority. That one is not any issue.
Okay, comment on it, Steve. Think quick. I will have to bring your question. Trust me.
See, we have decentralized our offices across the 15 counties. Steve Kennedy was here as a vetting officer. There is a vetting officer in Grand Juda County. You cannot leave from here when we're talking about decentralization and you want to go to Grand Juda and go do the work of a vetting officer that is there. So let's just be that case.
So in other words, nobody sent him there.
Yeah.
Nobody sent Steve there. He went there on his own.
Nobody sent Steve there, and Steve did not even go there, and he needed not to go there because there's a vetting officer assigned in Grand Juda County.
Okay, Steve, how to call about Quincy? I will let you go, but I will contact you after the show. You can come tomorrow or whatever. No, tomorrow is failed. I will bring you.
But please, let me speak to the issue. The land authority have been dragged to court. If you heard about the dispute, the issue that was in Red Light, where there was a riot, it was poor Tobo judgment. Paul Tobo has sent a report that created conflict around.
Okay, but do you know what? Do you know 1 minute, sir? Don't worry, I will bring you 1 whole hour. I will give it to you too. Do you know whether there is an individual whose name is on the land authority's criminal list, but that person is now on one task force or something like that?
Far from the reality.
Okay, thank you, Quincy. Let's leave it there. I will bring you. I will bring you on. I can promise the land authority. I will bring you on because the public will have to hear the land authority on our side. I will keep all these documents, the deed, the everything. I will keep it. Paul, you heard it. You can just make comment and then we move on because our guest is already here. We can keep on waiting.
Yep. Thank you ever so much.
Yeah.
In closing, I want to repeat myself that this deed was fortunately issued by the land authority chairman, which of course also violated the criminal convenience land law. This deed was issued against Chapter 8, Article 32 of the Land Right Act. It violated Chapter 34 as well, which called for the community to participate in the issuance of the community land.
Did you write any statement?
Yeah.
Did you write any statement as part of the investigation process?
Clarence, if there is any investigation that came out of the Liberia Land Authority institution responsible to handle land matters as it relates to the land dispute case for which I was dismissed. Now, mind you, I was dismissed for a land dispute case between what? Two mining companies.
Two mining companies.
Thank you. Any report, any investigation, any statement that land authority produced, put me on record. I am responsible to pay the land authority damage. I'm on record for that. Any report. If they bring one piece of paper that shows this is the statement Paul Talbot gave for the two same mining companies that the vice chairman ordered him to investigate, This is a statement for that report.
You will pay the
I will pay the damage
In
to
other
them.
words, you are saying you never made any statement.
Never,
You never
I
wrote.
will never call, not even ask to even have yourself trouble. You know that land.
Okay.
Nobody call.
But don't worry, I will bring them
Yeah.
too. They will come with a statement. They'll
Yeah.
come with everything. Paul, thank you so much for coming, and we'd like to say thanks to all of you for listening. Paul Tolber was here as our guest. He says he was wrongfully dismissed by the Liberia Land Authority, and so we gave the Land Authority the opportunity to come on the show. I will call Kwesi Tere. They will come with all of the documents. I will keep the D here to find out as to whether this is the D. And they said he wrote a statement. So when they come in, you know, obviously they will bring the statement to prove Paul Tolber wrong. And Paul, you are on record already. When the man bring that statement, yeah, where you wrote, and it was because of the statement you were dismissed. My brother, just know that you will pay all the people money back.
I will pay everything.
Let's take a break. The superintendent of Nimba will be here very shortly. I am playing this music because I have the superintendent of Nima coming in. And you know, Nima won the county meet trophy. It just fair that I give it to them. Mami and Gabwe. To get her here was not easy. She's been busy all over the place. But I managed. The superintendent will be all over the field, hugging the girls, even though they were defeated. She was there. So I will bring down the music. It's a good music. Elewanga and the group. One of them is still alive. Nyan Doba. The last time I saw him in Ganta. He's from Zambala. He will now, come up with a lot of other songs. He did a remix. They want to play. It's not original. It is the remix that was done by Nyan Doba. The superintendent of Nimba is here, like I said, man, because of schedule to get out of her. Either she's on the field, she going by Nimba in the night, she come in the morning, she go. But I said, no matter what, we'll try to get to you, and I'm grateful she's here, Madam Superintendent. It's always good to talk to you. Where you get all your energy from? You got so much energy. You're on the field, you're smiling, you're running, you're dancing, and all over the place. Welcome, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you, Clarence. Happy belated birthday. Happy New Year. Happy to be here.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
How is everything?
Oh, with that God, thank you by the grace of God.
Yeah, thank you. I heard you trying to change the face of Sanikole. We look forward to how you're gonna do. How is everything?
Everything is well. We are on a path of an irreversible path of development. And that's why I'm even grateful to the government of Liberia, to the leadership of Honorable Giddens, to have even been revolutionary in his thought to take a big national infrastructure conference outside of Monrovia, and even found it fit to go to Ganta, a place outside of Monrovia that has stood as a beacon of hope when it comes to infrastructure. So we are on an irreversible path of development in Nimba. I'm very happy.
Did you speak at the conference opening?
Yes, I did.
Okay. What did you say?
Well, I went there to thank them for
You want to
bringing...
come to the mic?
Yes, I went there. First of all, when people come, a major conference come to my county, it's always a pleasure on behalf of the resilient, the ever forward-moving people of Nimba to welcome them to my county. And I was also there to thank His Excellency for the leadership he's provided so far for our country. And happy that conference went there and letting them know that when it comes to infrastructure, we are also on a path of revival. everything from our seat of government in Seneca to Boutwo to Seclepied to Tapetaf, also seeing major either renovation or reconstruction. Starting from our first town in Sokopa to our Nima airstrip to our new market on our way, construction to the Nima Lodge in Montserrat. We ourselves, that is our Nimba story. Our story also towards infrastructure. And we look at also our infrastructure in terms of our future for planet Earth. Climate friendly. We look at the Nimba Botanical Garden, which will be one of the first in the country, and going through phase 2. And thanked the EPA leadership, Dr. Yakba Wolo, and the UNDP that funded that program as a flagship program that will be able to protect our medicinal plants, that will be able to serve as a place to study conservation, that will be able to not only be for recreation but support biodiversity. So we were also able to showcase where NIMA is up to when it comes to infrastructure and our inclusive plan for infrastructure.
That's good. So I was sit for some time and listen to you. That was just introductory, in my opinion. I want you to start from, I don't know what I should say, the welcome compound at Sokopa, whatever it is, and drill us to Sanikore. Tell us about the superintendent's compound there now. What shape is it in? Onward to, you said you would have done some renovation on the different hub representing these different presidents. Where are we?
Yeah.
And then we'll go to Tapeta to talk about the chief compound there. Where are we? And the last time we spoke, Buto, the last time we spoke, you had an ambitious intention to bring the presidents, I think, of Ghana and other places. Let me sit and listen to you. Beginning from Sokopa, like I said, is that thing over now? What is it in the first place?
Yeah, so right now we're over in Sokopa. We are just working on outsourcing. Because as a county, we can micromanage. For the issue of transparency, accountability, it would be better to outsource the services at these centers. We're going to be doing a lot of development. We can be micromanaging as a county. But at Sokopa, you'll see the Welcome Center where it says, "Welcome to Nimba." Yesterday, proudly, the president stopped there like he always does. That's where he meets our chiefs and traditional people. That's where the cola is handed to him. I met him in Ganta when he arrived there, but our traditional people always give him the traditional welcome there. So that welcome center that originally was an idea of President Tutman that had been dilapidated, we were able to reconstruct it. But additionally, we were able to put a multi-purpose hall there in Sokopa. We were able to put a restaurant that we intend to name whoever is going to take over in the outsourcing process. We have to maintain some of our identity of what we want. And they were going to name that after our first female superintendent. That will be the Richard Miller Highway Grill. That's
the Richard Miller Highway Grill.
Okay. That will be the restaurant there. There will be a gift shop.
By the way, is she still around?
Yes, she is. She's in Monrovia currently. She's still there.
Go ahead.
And we're going to have the restaurant and the gift shop as well that we sell those paraphernalias and things for the county gifts when you get there. Those services plus the hall will be all given out on private franchise. I know our lawmakers, we had a first tradition there where we spend the wash night there. So all of our commissioners, our traditional people, the Nima Legislative Caucus, we all witnessed the New Year from there and then got the fireworks right over the St. John River. So that we look forward to be a unifying tradition. So that place is very special. They are now asking for guest housing there. We don't know what it will be like, but for now, that's what it is. Opposite it, we just constructed a modern joint security for all of the official joint security there. So the contact gate, as you know, is now porous. It will be moving towards Sokopa to also bring security to that area. So that is Sokopa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're going to outsource that whole place?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's very thoughtful of you to think about Rachel Miller. You know, these people talk what you can talk, but they had their own contributions to Nimba.
Yeah.
To name that place in her honor, and she's alive. I just don't, I can't. The feeling that come with it. How did that thought come about?
Well, being a first woman superintendent, and we women were very close, and she's a very hospitable person. When you pass by her place, she always want to offer you something to eat. So we say, listen, the center itself, the Welcome Center, we're still working on the official naming, but this restaurant, this first place of hospitality, has to be named after our first female superintendent.
That's good. And I hope you'll encourage them to cook more GB there, as part of
Also,
the
let
living.
me tell you part of our branding, and I would like to thank Ralph Sankali, our advisor, tourism. Part of the branding will be, yes, you have the grill, you have GB, but we're going to be marketing a lot of our organic drinks.
Okay.
And that was done there, was launched when the wash night. I wish you were there. We had the palm wine cocktails, different palm wines, and we also had the Nima Quado cocktail, different kind that all are organic kinju based from right the Nima. But we have something very important
What
for
is it?
shots. We have a special kind of vodka you use for shots. It's called the Jackson Fiado shot vodka, right?
These people-
It's one of the strongest, as strong as its legacy is. That's how strong. I mean, if you take 2 shots, you may not be able to appear
It's
on
called
the
the,
show.
the Jackson of the what?
The Jackson Fiado vodka.
The,
So they just call
Jackson
it the Fiado
the
vodka.
Fiado vodka.
Yeah.
It's a shot, and when you
Yeah.
take 2 of that thing, you already okay.
Yeah, you may not even make it to the OKFM show.
But that's okay. Let's move on to Sanicole, the superintendent's compound, and your attempt to memorialize these presidents. How far is it now?
So the compound is well maintained. Right now, we've completed the OAU building that we talked about, the one that we were supposed to start when you were there. We had not started. It's completed. We added a floor up, top 3.
Really?
Bar, yes, for the 3 presidents that were there. And we, like we said, named the suites after the president. You have the Sekou Touré, the Kwame Nkrumah, the William V. Stedman suite. But since this was done under President Boyka, we also have a 4th presidential suite in honor of President Boyka, and then 2 executive suites. One in honor of the Vice President from Nima, the Honorable Vice President Jeremiah Kmankun, and one in honor of Jackson Fiado, the president that never became. So these are the 6 suites. Wow. We are now they're furnished, but we are now adding the historic touch to it. It was really nice yesterday. I got to speak with the Ghanaian ambassador at the infrastructure conference. The guest speaker came from Ghana. He's the Minister of Works. And we've been talking to stakeholders. I also passed this by the ECOWAS ambassadors. I also, most importantly, passed this by the president yesterday, as we said, our desire to invite the presidents. But we realized that this meeting happened July 9, 1959. We would like to recreate this at the same time.
Wow, July 9 this year.
Yes.
Probably if all works well.
Yeah.
You're going to
everything's
pull
in the
President
works.
Dramani Mahama here.
That's why we
President
wanted to.
Madabio, President Mamadou Doumbouya.
That's why we wanted
Wow.
to. And we were looking forward to the president would do that. And I know he has the best interest.
What is it about the airstrip in Sanicole, Madam Superintendent?
So the airstrip, thanks to Samaritan Purse and the Liberian Airport Authority, we've done with phase 1. We've landed the first small plane, but that is for private level. We are now expanding to the commercial quantity level, which we have compensated dwellers there. So hopefully within the next year, as I told them at the conference, we may be able to start on commercial.
Plane will be
flights
landing
there.
in Sanicole.
Yeah, so we're looking forward.
Wow. Are you contemplating on the small, even though that is, I think it used to belong to
They
Lanco,
want you
but
back, right?
yeah, let me make the disclaimer because my older brother was the one managing it before the war. He's
Yeah.
dead and gone now.
Okay.
They want to graphene.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about it?
Yes, and even Tapeta, we were giving it a thought. So once we get this one started, we'll be able to look other places.
Okay. What about the chief compound?
So the chief compound is something that we're committed to doing, and I want to even say thank you to His Excellency, our President. He's so happy and impressed whenever he's with the traditional people under his leadership. The local government has gotten so much recognition, and especially with the bus we have as internal affairs. Yesterday, His Excellency promised our traditional people a bus. He says so it makes it easier for them to get to Sokopa, which was very good. So the rehabilitation of their compound is something we're closely looking at this year.
Wow. Congratulations for winning the trophy.
I'm very happy. That congratulations goes to the people of Nimba, our huge support base, our fans, the people who refuse to settle for less. So that goes to them.
Is
And
that how
our
you call you?
players.
The people who refuse to say.
Yes, you saw it when
Me
we
and
played
Ben,
River Chi. You saw it when we played River Chi.
I mean,
You saw a team that refused to be defeated, and they were able to come 2 goals back up. So that's just the Nimba spirit.
congratulations to Alfonso Glider and all of you. I mean, for a very long time, you have not, won the trophy. Is this something that you plan to do this year? Honor you and with the
Yes.
support of the people?
Yeah, so I will tell you where my biggest inspiration came from, and I'm happy to announce this. I do not remember the person, but I remember the words. When we did not make it, we traveled, I think, at the quarterfinal last year. And I was reading online, disappointed. And then an angry fan of Nimba wrote, and let our superintendent sit there and think development is all we want. We won the trophy too. The last time we got it was under Edith. And then it registered to me, as much as we tried for the trophy, that as much as you would prioritize development, you cannot only give the people what you think is good for them. You got to give them what they want for themselves. And that comment will serve as a mantra going into this year's county meet, that we're going to put all hands on deck. It brought out the true Nima spirit, the fact that we are people who compete, we are people who excel, and we are people who lead. So this was not a trophy by chance. It was strong mentality to win, to compete, to excel.
You got a trophy now. Give us a picture of how do we get it to Nimba? What are the programs? When do you get it there? Because I know you're not just Tirako, you want to one big team or and drive it. What's on your mind?
So, Clarence, before I can even speak to that, I want to say again thank you to the chairman of the sports steering committee, Alfonso Cleda, the vice chair, Thomas Jr., their entire team, Martin, all of them that worked, to the fundraiser committee headed by Honorable Ralph Sonkali, to the Nimba fan base. And I say this particularly so to the motorcyclists. People say when the team come on the field, team is the national team. And you see the cyclists, nobody pay them. They find that at that time they abandon their livelihood. And they are showing such a strong support to the team. Our fan base giving their money, diaspora Nibayans from anywhere that you will identify. We want to say thank you to them. And say thank you to our players. We had such great athletes this year. Let's not just focus on the first trophy. In basketball, we came a second next to Lofa. In the kickball category, we took the third place championship. So coming with such a strong force, we say thank you to the athletes, the sports steering committee. We say thank you to our supporters back home, the traditional council, the religious leaders. We want to say thank you. So here we are today. We keep celebrating them. I've been informed by the Honorable Vice President that there will be a dinner for all of our teams today. He, as son of the county, will be hosting that thank you dinner as a son of the county and a vice president as well. So they have a week, lineup. And I also understand, I also close to confirming that by Friday, we'll also be having a kind of early dinner for them, but it will also be an opportunity. I show you, will you send one of your journalists to unveil the Nima Lodge in Carisburg. They should have stopped there.
Yes, I'm hearing about something.
They should have been hosted. We should have hosted the team there at our own facility as we committed and said, listen, we're not going to Monserrate is key. The capital is there. We are not always going to go there, carry our teams, carry our people, and pay huge rent when we can afford a property. And the moment we carve that vision, we've worked towards it. And so we'll be an unveiling to the Nima Legislative Caucus, to the public.
It's a facility constructed by the county leadership?
Yes, 3.2 acres
Are you
constructed, yes, under this administration. So we'll be taking the lawmakers to tour. We'll also be taking the team there to see where the future home will be this coming meet. We'll be sitting out with them and having a quiet time, drinking and celebrating. And
you want to describe the facility? Give us a picture of that facility.
So it sits on 3.2 acres. It's a very big facility, over 20 rooms. There will be additional facilities as well. We're still constructing, but the first building is fully completed, and we'd like to celebrate. We want a trophy to sit there for a few hours and celebrate with the players. So that unveiling will be done in Carisburg on Friday, and I was being reliably informed by the chairman that New Look. There's a place around the Piso City Hall. He will confirm whether Saturday or Sunday all of our Montreal based fans will also have to celebrate the trophy there because all of them will not be able to go to Nimba. And then next weekend, when the proper planning, will be taking the trophy to Nimba. And I've already been contacted by Nima Kwado in Bon County.
You gotta leave at 2 a.m. because I can just imagine how you'll make a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but Bon County, they've already called and they want to meet the trophy. They want to stop in Banga for some time. Similarly, will be done in Mangibi. And you understand, to even pass Oakland, it will be very difficult with the cluster of Nima people all over this country. So they will be celebrating, like you said, it's been a long time. And Nima are very competitive people, so it's a big
How
win.
long do you hope to keep this trophy? And the team, maybe.
So you see the thing, yeah, Nima people started the pressure already. They say we've always had a pattern. Whenever we win a trophy, we carry 2 years in a row. And if you look at the history, that's how it has been. So we hope to continue on that pattern. If we should break it, then maybe 3 years in a row. But as far as the team, we're going to consolidate and see how we keep such a great team. We want to say thank you to our captain, Josiah C., who showed extraordinary sports leadership. And with the team, we say thank you to the coach, the best coach in the country. He did an outstanding job coming to Nima for the first time, bringing the much desired trophy. All of our teams fantastic. We're just grateful.
Is the facility in Kiribati something that, for example, if the county meet is now on, the county can use to get money from, or it's just a reserve facility for county meet and other NIMBA issues?
So that we're still discussing, but guess what? The moment we put the building down, there's a foreign company that's going into poultry. They're going to be bringing the people, and they're like, don't you lease this facility to us while your team is not there? So, you know, when you work from Nima, entrepreneurship is in your DNA. First, it was for the county, and now if we see money-making opportunities, because their farm is not far from us at all. So when you see money-making opportunities, but if we do decide to do that, we will also outsource it to someone who will run it and reserve that
Why are
time
you so
for the
keen
county.
about outsourcing?
Because David, one of my political, people I follow, and David Thoreau, he said, government is best that governs least. When you get your hands full with too many things, you're not able to manage it. So where we're raising money, we're going to have our own people there to make sure the intake, the books are properly documented if we decide to do that. But if we decide to do it where we want to give it out for money, the county administration is too busy to do that and too far away. So we're going to need private partnership to give that out for the issue of accountability and everything. So, but for now, our original thought was our team, our chiefs, Nima events. But now, if we see opportunity for making more money, bringing returns to the county, we'll also discuss that with the Nima Legislative Caucus and also with their approval go ahead.
What's the current status of that Letile and the relocation of the market?
So the relocation of the market, the contract was given out. Most of the materials were ordered from China, have been told by the contractor. So very soon, once they come from China, it don't take long. Very soon will be put up. And once that's done, we've had all of the consultation with the people when it comes to moving. They will be relocating so that we are able to take care of the lake.
The superintendent of Nimba County, Miampe Gondo, is here as our guest. She's trying to showcase Nima here as far as beginning from Sokopa all the way into Sanico and all
Clarence,
these places.
one
Yeah?
minute, it would be remiss of me if I do not quickly recognize the Nima Legislative Caucus who supported the team, supported our efforts. I think you saw our senior senator was always there, Honorable Yandy Twine Jr., whether it was to visit the teams, to get his own. He's a football player, me, I know football, he can be giving us some technique.
Don't mind him, man.
And I can tell you,
when he didn't work, then he acted like
then
a coach.
I told the player, then I said, boy, more resemble what the coach tell you. And resemble, that senator here now, not football player. I mean, he was there. Is very supportive on the chair of the Nima Legislative Caucus, Honorable Miana, and all of our lawmakers. Most of them showing up. You saw Honorable Tawon on the feed. Yan Flomo, they were all there. Honorable Klikia, Nekeke, Ernest Messi. They all show up when Honorable Bidete was in country. He also went to some of the games. So we're
Honorable
just
Koga,
grateful.
Senator Koga, I think I
Senator
saw-
Koga, he was at one of our games as well. The support coming from all of them was enormous. So I want to say thank you to the entire Nima Legislative Caucus for supporting the teams, for supporting the county, for supporting my efforts.
I know the government has said that it will bring road building equipment in the country. Is Nima contemplating owning hers? Is there any plan for general road rehabilitation across Nimba?
Yeah, so this year, 2026, our focus when it comes to our development will be mainly on roads, special feeder roads, farm to market roads. As you know, Nima has the biggest agriculture portfolio in this country. We see our farmers, their food cannot get to the market. They are losing a lot on their efforts, on their energy, on their labor. We are going to invest ourselves in a lot of bridges and roads. But we're also welcoming the use of the earth moving equipment. Nima is getting ready. We're going to have 2 sites, one in Second-Pas and one in Seclepied. Second-Pas, the land is almost, resolved. Seclepied, we're still negotiating. So we're going to, because Nima is a very big county by land mass, we're going to have 2 stations for those machines.
To get public work, keep
Yes,
those
public
machines
work.
there.
We are working with public works already for those sites.
Saclay have got a very big market. I know the Saclay market day is on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, because I know I used to walk from Zambala all the way to that Saclay market.
Very big market.
Yeah, is there any plan to do anything there? I'm just thinking.
So the new market, I think the opening yesterday.
New market?
You don't? Oh yeah, you don't know.
In
There's
Saclay
5 new
Pier?
markets. In
Wow.
Saclay Pier. Very modern. You should go online and see
That's
lighted, modern bathrooms.
Whose
So,
effort?
So that is with the World Bank and Agriculture. It's a special group in supporting government. So that was another case when it comes to infrastructure as well, moving our women to a more dignified marketplace. So when you get to Saclay Pier, now it's a new market, whole new market.
Wow, I'm shocked. What's about, are you doing anything in our whole Dule Zwale region? A lot of planting come from there.
Yeah, so you see our farmers, if you saw the last agriculture fair, a lot, but we are grateful we have a very good coordinator now. Roads is the biggest issue. So we're going to work with our people. You see, all in District 9 there, we have a lot of farming activity. We're going to be focusing on the roads this year.
Okay. Do you have an issue of Burkina Bees to come into Nimba?
Well, you will see that from the Papli end. You see some of them, we have some issues there. We quickly flagged that with the government, especially arms like immigration and stuff, because we're worried about security of our people, land security, and all of those things that could possibly cause problem in the future. So we've been meeting on it, we've been talking, the police have been proactive, and just making our people aware that be careful the decisions you make today. And it will also be good to profile these people that are coming. You know, sometimes we're Africans, cross border, you may not be able to control, but it will be very good for our security and our democracy to profile people coming into our borders.
Do you know when the Ganta Gate is going to be reversed to Sokopa?
So the place is completed. We just have to work with the police. Our police chief for out of the country studying. He's just returned. We're also going to be unveiling his new residence. The county built a place for the county police commander. We want our
You build the county, Nima County?
Yeah, a 3-bedroom.
You build a place for the county, for any county police commander that will come to Nima.
That would be assigned there as well. 3-bedroom, nice facility, very modern.
Why are you attempting to push other counties into a lot of things?
No, we just doing it the Nima way. You have someone who is responsible for our day-to-day security. And when we went there, the police commander, because he did not come from San Code, he was staying in a container prefab, and we're like, no, this cannot happen. This is a public official who's serving us, who's responsible for our security. He has to be dignified. So we were able to get the land and then do that in a government facility for any police commander that will come to our county. So we will be doing that, the dedication, all of that together. So both are ready. So we just have to work with the police because I know the police director will want to be there himself. He's always been grateful for us, complimenting his efforts.
You know, Madam Sue, like I said, man, I think this is a deliberate attempt to push other people. What kind of number do you envisage? What do you want to see around 2028, 2029, or a few years from now? Maybe when you're sitting still as superintendent or sitting somewhere private. What's on your mind?
An ever forward moving NIMBA, a NIMBA that is setting the pace, a NIMBA that is more developed, that is more revolutionary in mind, a NIMBA that is more united. A NIMBA, because we have to build this country ourselves. And if we start to build our country, that's how we build this country. So we want to see a NIMBA more united, more moving forward, a more educated, a more spiritually guided NIMBA.
Do you have a county scholarship for students?
We do. So we have it through, first of all, in the legislative office as well. For all of the districts, we do. Under the superintendent office, we also do. But we are always there when it comes to pushing our students. We had a scholarship set up by USAID right before the U.S. government cut off the USAID funds that were for students that were going to early childhood. We have almost 200 students. And then when you say pulled out, what happens to the education? The county administration has been responsible. Last year, we paid for them. This year, they reached out. We've communicated with the Nima University. The county takes full responsibility of those nearly 200 students. So we are there to empower our students. We're doing just that.
Okay, we'll now go to the lines to see what we can interact with our callers. If you're in Nimba anywhere, you want to call any of the radio stations relaying, we say thank you. You can call 0777. Please call on the numbers that we are announcing and no other numbers. 777 700 995 555 995 995. Stakeholders of Nimba, yes, you can call my number if you have. We'll put you through. Let's have a conversation with the superintendent who is attempting to push other people, building the home for the police, building this. I didn't know they've constructed a facility to Kirisburg, Hello?
Good morning, Mr. Jackson. Good morning to your studio girl.
Good morning. Good morning.
My name is Iswa Wola. I call from Census.
Yeah.
County. No, I do something on my way. I hope a job recommendation for me. Please help me and tell her. I know she getting me. We start to do it in Bonn through the former vice president, but she never listened to her. Let's please talk to her brother, Prince Way. Let Bill and Nima too. Let Bill and Nima. What's the difference? They are not special. They are not doing anything. They are just united and focus in that country. But in Jesus, in Bonn, it can show nothing. It bang nothing. Total nothing. Thank you so much. Let God bless you and continue to think for Nema people.
Okay, my friend. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Karen, how are you?
I'm good. You're alive. Let's hear you.
I'm Asik Coin. I call from New Joy Junction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Karen, I want to say thanks for the show. I want to say thank you to the superintendent. Karen, my attention just grab everything. I just listening to myself, just thinking about it, pretending about our government, past government to present government. They want Nima trying to Nima is getting a now.
Nima is the what?
They just want to tell Nima to be getting a abroad. Yeah.
The people are ambitious.
And Karen, what I want to say, our government having conferences and other government meetings and other things. Why we here for only three countries we can hear all way that the government can go and have that meeting, have conferences and other things, which is Lima, Bon County, and Grand Basso, Lima County, but Grand Basso being from Grand Basso. You understand? Now, only that three countries, we will never hear the city go Sando, one of the historical country of the particular Republic of Liberia. You understand? But you know you're going to kind of able to have some conferences and things.
Probably sometimes they look for convenient capacity So maybe if you are
Liberia.
maybe if you are taking like the national the conference that they have in Ganta, maybe
Uh-huh.
if you went to I don't want to coin a country name, man. I mean we should develop all
Yes,
those places. Maybe you now have capacity when it comes to lodging, the kind
because
of.
that's why we want to push. That is why we want to push into how to develop the
Okay, I get your idea. I get your idea. Yeah, but these, like I said, each of these counties sometimes get small money and other monies. Yeah, I get your idea. Let's focus on developing our counties more. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah.
I'm George Division calling from Kansas City.
Okay, calling from Ganta. How are you monitoring us?
I'm monitoring you from your Facebook platform.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you for hosting our Soup 24. Man, Soup, good morning. I'm George David again, the Deputy Speaker for Back and the Student Union. And we want to appreciate you for giving us a privilege for us to implement our function from our county level from LIMSU. And just to appreciate you, just that you never talk about it, we receive your gesture, like for us to give scholarship to 63 students in the county. Thank you so much, and we pray that you will continue to do that. We pray that you will continue to develop our county, you will work with the students community. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello.
Good morning, Dr. Clarence Jackson.
Good morning,
Good morning to the Honorable Superintendent in studio. This is activist Mackley Render. And I do join you this morning from West Point, to be precise, Luga office. I've been lot of addresses in accountability.
That office, when we send people to find out, you can go there. They say the place don't even exist, my man.
Hey, President Clarence Jackson, I just posted a video.
But Julius is right there. Julius is right there. Can I tell Julius to just come to you? Julius right there, right in West Point.
Yeah, let Julius come. Let Julius come.
Let's hear you. Let's hear you.
Yeah, let me go on. However, I listened to the Honorable Superintendent. She said it all. Now, two issues quickly I want to ask her pre-funded one. And now all recognizing Arsenal mental effort in Nima County and Arsenal mental effort in the Just and the county meet. That's, in my opinion, I believe that is not right because Arsenal mental, with all the investment Arsenal mental has in Nima County, not recognizing Arsenal mental, I believe it undermines the effort of Arsenal mental.
Okay, thank you. Let's go here. Hello. Good morning, Jeepley. Yeah.
Thanks for this opportunity. Let me say thank you again for the work you do, early morning hour, leading the family. And thank you so much. Clarence, this is Jeepley Nyeswa. We got to go to Luja office tomorrow. You and I will go there tomorrow.
Invisible office, no man. That office, I scrap office. Let's hear you, Jeepley.
Piso, let me say, Piso, when you have a child and doing extremely well in the hall, and when the child is giving a speech and everybody raises praises on that child, Clarence, you as a father or mother, you will use the Bible more than 50 times before the program finishes. Reason behind it that so they can ask, who is the guy that his son or that her son up there? Let me say thanks to the superintendent. There's no comments you make on the social media that I don't comment and congratulate her. Clarence, trust me, if we had the congruence of Nimba, of the Nimbayans, I think maybe it's because after the war, the Nimbayans came together and say, in a much that it is Nimba, it's for everybody, whatsoever that happens. Because, Clarence, go in the country and see what is happening. Go in the country and see what is happening. Now, my small sister is doing extremely well. Sister, let me say thank you so much. I appreciate you a lot. Thanks. And let's make Liberia better so that we can go forward in our country. Make unity can bring everything that you need in your life. Division, confusion, it brings destruction. Thank you, Madam Superintendent.
Thank you, Jeepley. We can carry that into to Sino. Jeepley. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Julius.
This is Clarence.
Oh, Clarence.
It's okay. Let's hear you.
Okay, I'm Festus Naked Diwakpoti calling from Campus City.
Okay. Oh, they're in Campley. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm very, very happy this morning to hear my superintendent, because Clarence, as you speak right now, you enter Sunny Cody, you will know that woman in the studio there, sorry to say that woman, my superintendent, that in that studio there, she's not ordinary woman. The woman is really, really working. So I just want to applaud her, I want to appreciate her for her hard work. And also, superintendent, I beg you, I want you to sometimes take a visit in Campley and check it around. We will highly welcome you. Thank you, Mama. Thank you very much.
Okay, Campley. Hello.
Hello, Clarence.
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning. This is Idris.
Idris, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you very
Somehow
much.
tell me the
Happy
other
New
day,
Year.
so they say you get Nima root as well. I mean, like about that man. Man, can get see
Oh,
coffee.
okay.
They can see coffee that they can eat.
Connected to the bombing Cape Answer and Bon Country.
Okay.
Well, let me say thank you to the superintendent, and she's a big sister. I know her, and this is all as a result of unity within the leadership of the county.
Yeah.
If we observe that Nimbayans, regardless of their disagreement, they come together and unite behind their leaders. And we would say same to our leaders, especially in Bon County. Clarence, for 6 years, we had county development fund free. Bon County development fund free because of misunderstanding within the county. Leaders don't want to walk behind one person. You have to see somebody as your leader and consider that person as a leader, and together you can develop the country. If everybody see that they are independent and they don't want to work with the rest of the other people, obviously the country stands to not benefit from your disagreement or your disunity. So we call on all the counties, especially Bon County, we are the central county. All be significant county pass through us. There is no way you talk about, distribution of funds in Nima and Basso are mentioning Bon County. You have the train track passing there too. So all of these funds are distributed one way or the other. Bon County has a share. So we call on our leaders. Let's unite. Okay. Let's stand. Let's look at one person, our leader, and see how best we can develop the county.
Thank you, Idris. Thank you, my brother. Hello there. Do we have you here? Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Clarence.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Jackson. Say me what's there. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me speak to my own superintendent. Come
on.
Okay. I will speak with that man. We all see me what's there. He's so friendly. He won't think about do color.
Me what's there? One there. Me what's there? One there.
Me what's there?
Okay, me what's there?
So go. Man, go see me what's there. He won't think about do Nima color. Buna ikade ogare 30
yeah.
Kuzuda wako.
Okay.
30 ko ke brava. Kuzuda wa. E kan 11 tiabo.
Okay, me want say let you go. The ball won't bring. Oh man, class say hello. Okay. 0777700995 and the other numbers to call. Let's take just a few more, then we'll go back to her. Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Jackson.
Good morning, man.
Good morning to Madam Superintendent. My name is Councillor Lawrence Toma, the son of Nimba County.
Councillor Toma, let's hear you, man.
Yeah, Madam Superintendent, thank you so much. And you have been working hard on behalf of the Nimba County Bar Association, which I serve as the General Secretary as I speak. We want to say congratulations to you, the entire team, for bringing this great win to us in Nimba. We appreciate your effort and everyone that worked along with you. As we promised, the Nimba County Bar Association are going to work with you in bringing some services, legal services to our people with respect to rule of law. And we look forward for our successful engagement as we thank you so much for the great work. Continue to work for your people, continue to work for Liberia. We
Thank
only
you.
tell you to work in the confines of the law.
Thank you, Councillor Toma. Thank you. Let's hear you. Hello.
Hi, a pleasant good morning to you, Clarence Jackson. This is the voice of RTV Jeremiah T.K. Cooper.
Yeah,
and I do join you this morning from Stephen Arlington, Essex, right? Let me appreciate the superintendent for her hard work in the county there. And she always around, she always visible to her people whenever she's needed. However, my attention has been drawn to a report that was published, and it was on to her also. As it relates to accident along the Ganta Highway in our corridor, commuters and motorists have complained that the lack of law enforcement officers along that highway causing the loss of many lives. So I don't know what is the mechanism she's put into place to have that resolved subsequently. I want to know from her, or if the communication has reached to her as claimed by the reporter.
Thank you. Let me get just two more. One here. Hello.
Yes, good morning, Clarence, and my name is Edmond Wulakemongbawi. I called from District 9, Zikepa, this morning.
Amen, you calling from Zikepa?
Yes, oh, Zikepa, Latia, Moko, Koroja, Plaze, Kwabla, Zuge, Wonke,
Legbelei?
There come on Yada, my catching pace in people in Palella, Playing, Gospel single, Basis, Apiele, Moleko Yare, Clarence, he gets some of your quiet, you went.
My man, say good morning to all my friends in Zikepa, man. I'm so happy that you're back home. Say morning to the old man in the papi, man.
I will certainly do, and the program is live on Radio Voice of Yahoo Mesnon, and also Nima Dina TV is really right for your studio there this morning. So I'd like to say thanks to the superintendent, and from the start of the health minimum FLSA in Liberia, that superintendent was the first superintendent to have gone to Zikepa in 2024 to interact with people who have epilepsy under this program. That lady is a godsend for our county. We want to say thank you on behalf of all those who are not able to speak for themselves, who get epilepsy, the thing they call spare. They were all celebrating when Nimba won. And I was sitting down and sharing tears and say, oh, they wish to be a part of this too. We want to say thank you, and let's include them and their welfare into our county arrangement, into our county budget, because they love to be a part of everything people do. But whenever they come around, people say, oh, you crazy, move for here, you move for here. They are not crazy. It's just about a condition. We want to say thank you, and may God bless our team and all of our local leaders and one and all. The celebration across Nima is going to be big. And let the trophy go to Zikepa this time around.
Thank you,
Please.
Chichuba. But
Tell
the people in Zikepa, or maybe when you passing, go to Kai, say, I'm coming back there with my guitar. I will be back there soon. Yeah?
I'm telling you, Clarence, bye-bye, brother.
Bye-bye. Yeah, we serve our people when they need it most. Madam Superintendent, let's come back to you. You're hearing all the accolades, all the, thank you from all over the place. Let's hear you.
Well, that thanks goes to His Excellency President Jose Yima Poeka, without whose approval I would not be there, and whose trust, who believes that I can implement his RS agenda there for inclusive development. We say thank you to him. We say thank you for the support of the Vice President. We say thank you to the Nima Legislative Caucus, their joint support. I hear people talk about the call for unity. I listen to my brother Idris Bedete, and he is right. Because at the end of the day, we may have our differences. They're not very significant. We may have our difference of opinion, but we have always put the interests of our county first. I remember when I called the lawmakers on a short notice and said, we're starting a tradition. You have to come to Sokopa. We'll have to spend the new year here. I remember Honorable Bedete and his wife had to drive from Monrovia. Our lawmakers were coming from every angle. Honorable Glikia and Celestine, if she calls us, we're going to stand. And they stood together with me. and spoke to our people and said we support the work along with the senior senator. We support our superintendent. We support the work she's doing because we want NIMBA to go forward. And all of my lawmakers. So I do agree that despite our differences, to be able to implement the president's vision, we have to come together for our people. And let me quickly speak to the activists who say I did not mention ArcelorMittal. Sometimes when you're on air, it's a lot going on, but I recognize what he said, and it's true. ArcelorMittal to this tournament also gave, they gave generously to all of the concession counties. They gave Grand Piso, they gave Bond, they gave Nimba. So on behalf of the superintendents from that area, not just me, I would say thank you to the gesture. No, Nimba benefited 25,000, but there's also another 10,000 that were outstanding if we won the trophy. ArcelorMittal, get ready, we've got the trophy, and send the athletes that money. So we say thank you to them for working with us as a partner within the mining sector, and we're hoping that we can do more for our county together to the place where you work. We'll also say thank you to many private people who gave money. So Michael TK from WHPO, the CEO, he generously gave many different occasions to the district league, to the fundraiser rally, 5,000 on other occasion, other amount. Some of our people came with the last $100 they had. Some of our people came with thousands of dollars. The diaspora sent money as Unico. We want to say thank you. Yeah, Unico sent money. I mean, different organizations, private citizen. There was this girl called Agnes. I remember she just went to the camp with water, with energy drink. Our people were bringing toiletries, citizens, they were just coming. So that's why when you start to name, it becomes so difficult because our people were pouring support. And we had this very interesting event. They did a fundraising GB rally on GSA Road. And when I went people eating GB, I saw the motorcyclists sitting. So I said, oh no, everywhere the motorcyclists have followed us. So let this interaction be your point of contact for gratitude. And I said, let them all come and eat GB on me. So a lot of the GB money they had, those guys ate the GB and still contributed to the team. The motorcyclists were bringing $1 US, $200, and to some people, what they gave was a contribution. To others, it was a sacrifice because it was their last, it was their most. We want to say thank you to all of them, to companies operating there. I know the Nima Eco Lodge reached out as well. Other companies, if I forgot you, is by oversight. We want to say thank you to all stakeholders, our caucus, our senators, everybody. We want to say thank you to the players. We want to say thank you to our coaches, to the sports steering committee, fundraising committee. We want to say thank you to all of you.
Madam Superintendent, I'd like to say thank you so much for honoring our invitation in the midst of your tight schedules. You made it to be here. Thank you so much.
And you have to have a coverage for the
okay, yeah.
You
yes,
had
we'll
to send someone there.
We'll be there. Yeah, no, Joe, we gotta be there. Nima County Progressive Superintendent Mia Peko Gono was here as our guest. It's a Friday. They're delegating a facility in Kirisburg, man. Nimba, they've constructed something. They say every time they come, they're paying hotel bill all over here. Other counties can emulate good things. I can confirm to you now that tomorrow at 8 o'clock I will be hosting Carrie Manaham. She's the acting managing director for Africa Millennium Challenge Corporation. She will be here as our guest. 9 o'clock, former Pro Tem Bezonga Finlay, Senator Grant Basso will be here. So tomorrow, I'm hosting a high-profile MCC official. I'm out of here. My name is Piso, man.